in the playthrough. And it's funny doing gather team. There's only being 3 of us. And yet still I'm sitting by myself. There's 3 of us!
Varric made his choice to go talk
Sit with
Solus.
them! Pull the chair
He knew the
off!
risks. We all did.
Oh.
And now Solus is gone.
Varric, I just said Varric knew the risks, and they of course think I think he's dead.
Besides in the Fade.
I mean,
Solus called
what else would I think?
Lighthouse.
He did? When?
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Yep.
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not a
While
normal
saying
mage,
he
like I
abhors
told
blood
you.
magic.
He's an elven god.
Putting together
And
a
they're
nice
again
ritual
queuing up
doesn't
here
make him a god.
his abilities. So interesting. Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god. Of course he's not. Stop quibbling over terms. He's a terrifying god. Elven gods were dangerous. Yeah, okay.
I worked with the Veil Jumpers. We study ancient elven artifacts, and we've learned a lot.
I am
of
way
history.
too big for that
The
chair.
ancient elves are so powerful that their artifacts are still dangerous thousands of years later. And they're gods. They might not literally be gods, but I can only
I
imagine
love
how
playing as
powerful they are.
Kunari. For
All
many
right,
reasons,
well,
but as a
we
person
stopped
who's
the
like
ritual, and
5'2"
there
or
doesn't seem to be
5'3" in
an
the real
immediate
world, I
danger.
like being big
For
and
now.
beefy in video
You're
games.
certain
It's fun
Solus
for
can't
me.
use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not
He
certain of
can.
anything,
Yep, he definitely can.
but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned.
Oh, I'm finally telling them
They got
this part.
trapped. They escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane, 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
Okay. They're worse than Solus. They're ours to kill. Escape is our fault. They're stronger than Solus. I'm still like getting a feel for who I want this Rook to be as a character, or at least as much of a character as the game lets me give them anyway. I don't want to do the sad, like, blame, regret stuff, so no number 3. I always pick the I call them Purple Hawk options, the, like, funny, mischievous options, and, like, so I want to do something different, and, also they're not even usually funny the way I want them to be, so that's fine. So it's either 2 or 4, they're ours to kill, or they're stronger than Solus. I'm going to go with they're stronger than Solus, because this feels, like, very confident in a way that doesn't make sense to me for this moment in the game.
I talked with Solus. He was scared of them. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganan and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god
He said he
running
drew
around,
on
we
the
have
Blight
2,
for power.
and they're not just powerful,
You mean the
they're
blight that
blighted.
you
We
created?
need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric.
We're down
We
a
can't
man
just rush in.
without Varric.
I know you're hurt, Nev.
Ah.
But the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend
Get
time
killed.
investigating?
Huh. Alright, so I see now that there were some nods to it. I still think it's strange for neither character to have directly talked about Varric's death to Rook, or within Rook's earshot, but I do see the seeds that they were planting here too. How many more people will get... Okay, so Harding wants to, like, bowl straight ahead. Nev wants to pause and do some investigating. I'm playing this character as, like, very straightforward, direct, which is funny because that is often how I play these characters. So, like, I don't do caution. I do, like, straight into the line of fire. So maybe I should try to be a little sneakier or more thoughtful. I also have to figure out, and again, I'm gonna say right now, I'm fucking spoiling everything right from the get-go. I gotta think about who I'm sacrificing at the end. And I mean, to get a different outcome, it would be Davrin, but I don't want to sacrifice either of them. Davrin also has Hassan go with him, which is horrible. Like, just an extra level of horror on top. The reason I'm sitting here waffling is because I'm like, do I bother building up parting stuff if I know she's gonna die, which is horrible. Okay. Pull it together. Well, Nev's gonna hate my guts, so let's agree with Nev. You know? Plus, I think I did Harding last time, so.
If Elganon and Gillinane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Yeah, that is a big
Let's
problem.
go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
However, if I did slow down my story progression with that choice, I do regret it a little bit. Because I want to just bull straight through now that I know things. And now that I've done this all once before. Oh, and I don't get to pick a team because there's only 3 of us.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlethan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me.
Can't wait to get rid of her hat.
Shall we?
I
Let's
get
do
so
this.
distracted by the like graduation cap mortarboard hat situation. Oh, my home turf.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Shut it down!
I'm trying!
That third veil jumper looks just enough like my rook that it's really freaking me out. Like the short hair, elf, and the outfit. Similar skin and hair tones too. I did an actual double take when he came out. Okay, now that I see him, he doesn't look that much like her, but...
Strife. Irilyn.
What are you doing back in Arlethan?
A long story.
Isn't it always with you? And did I hear you're
This is
going
not a
back
happy
now?
welcome.
Nev, this is Strife and Irilyn. They're veil jumpers like me. Experts in elven magic. I worked with them before Harding and Varric recruited me.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant
This
for
is a
centuries
chillier
started
welcome
coming
that I
alive.
remember getting from the
This is
Shadow
because of
Jumpers as a
Fenn-Harel's
Shadow
sorry.
Dragons as a Shadow Dragon.
Solus's ritual, isn't it? Thought you were supposed to stop him. Or did unforeseen complications lead to unforeseen consequences? Again.
I know I'm supposed to, like, have a higher starting approval bonus from the the Veil Jumpers as a Veil Jumper, but boy, it's seeming like this is the opposite. Strife does not like me.
Will you let it go? Yes, the map was destroyed, but everyone walked out of there alive.
That sounded
I
very
told
Sean
you
Bean
to
for a
wait.
second.
If I'd waited for you to make a copy, people would have died.
So you ran off on your own, and now we've lost the only way of navigating back to that site. We lost the work put into it, everything we uncovered,
This
and
is fun.
everything
I like
we
this.
hadn't.
Solus is ritual.
Irulan is so over
You
both
stopped
of
it?
these men.
This guy's not ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
All right, you stopped Solus. So why is Arlet the neck
He's
deep in
so
ball magic?
hostile.
Solus
I
was
love
dragged into the
this.
Fade when we interrupted his ritual.
Spicy.
But something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elganon and Gillenane.
Mitharanast. Two of the elven gods of old. The Evanuris.
Shit. If they're back in the world, that explains a lot.
I do really like my design for this rook. I like his little face. I'm probably gonna change my mind about the facial hair and the hair, but like the bones of him are good bones. Good job past me from, you know, like an hour ago or whatever. What about the gods? Oh great, the gods are real, so what's next?
So Elganon and Gillenane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris. And a reason he imprisoned them.
Of all the ancient things to unearth, of course it had
Of
to be
course
two
it had
of
to
the
be
Evan
you!
Urus.
Oh my
And
god!
of course it had to be you that unearthed
Strife
them.
hates my guts! This is so
In
fun!
bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of Veil Jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the
I know
best there
Valara,
is
right?
at
Because
working
I'm
with our ancient
a
artifacts.
Veil Jumper.
And also at blowing them up.
I keep saying
She was off looking
Veil
for
Dragon
another
and Shadow
artifact
Jumper.
before this ritual shook everything
it's a
loose.
problem.
If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
She's so pretty.
Right.
Valara has good
You
taste
get your friend
for
back
her,
to your
in her
camp.
exes.
We'll find Balara.
Alright. BRB again. Hold please. 1 second. Okay. Hi, buddy. Hello, my love. Hello. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, that's a good looking rook. Good job, me. Okay. Nev helped the Veil Jumpers. Nev, you're still injured. Nev, stay here.
Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Irulan, alright?
I'm fine.
You're the best
You're super
detective
not.
in Arathis. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could use
That's
your skills.
condescending.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Valara's out
I know
near
where
some
it is.
elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Man, Ireland is so pretty. And the stuff they did with the fade and the like magical anomalies and the floating ruins
Been
is
to
really
this part of
cool.
Arlathan before. This fog's strange.
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
Nope, you just gotta go straight forward.
Is that suit of armor moving?
Here she is. Not my wife this time.
People! Where'd you come from?
Valara? Valara Lutet.
So I've never met her.
Strife and Irulan
As a
sent us to
fellow-
find you.
Wait!
Veil jumper.
Didn't you used to be a Veil Jumper? You left with
Okay.
Varric. What was your name?
Rook. At least that's the nickname Varric gave me.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elganan and Gillenane have escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
I've had a couple of days, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic.
I
Thick as
really
fog.
love the
Only
vocal
a
performance
god
from the
or
actress for
gods
Valara. I think
could have done that.
Ji Yun Han.
There's
I think
something
is
kind
her
of
name.
exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous.
Really fun,
Dangerous
really
enough
lovely.
that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but
But what?
see that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating
I'm
us
looking
from the
up the name
rest of
'cause
the
I
real
think I got it
world,
wrong.
so to speak.
Oh, Ji
You
Young
can
Han,
only
yeah.
pass through it one way. Once you're in,
Oh, she was a
you
voice
can't get out.
in the Keepo in the Age of Wonder Beasts. Fun. Cool. Oh, I got distracted. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Irulan said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Can't quite reach it. She's like over grooming her little blanket because I dumped treats on it a while ago and she can't accept that she ate them all. I'm gonna get a hole in it, honey. There, I'll throw it over there. Maybe that'll distract her. You know you're old when you reach down for something and you hurt your shoulder doing it. I should not have tried to get it without getting out of my chair. Owie.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center
Man, look
of the
how
bubble,
low my health
but
bar
these
is
magical
after
constructs
coming
keep
in from
getting
the
in
end
way.
of the game.
We've handled our share of demons. few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
I'm also playing this the first time through. I played, excuse me, on storyteller mode, which is the easiest possible option. It was almost a little too easy, which is not something I ever thought I would say about a video game. So I went one level up on the difficulty, and we're gonna see how it goes. So far, it's been okay.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Let's deal with them.
Woo! Almost went over the edge. We're fine. Stop it! Okay. You know what? I'm annoyed. They move a lot faster than they did in storytelling mode. More? Oh, I guess I should probably set some of my skills, huh? Okay. Rogue Core. Antivan Crow, focusing on melee attacks and parry. Don't care about parry. Melee attacks, yes. Maintaining momentum and finishing enemies. Sustained support aspects include counterattacks, defensive abilities, damage bonuses, or effect duration. Trapping and exploiting enemies. Precision is not a gift I possess. Bow damage, weak points, special bow abilities, veil jumpers, bows and long range combat, aim for headshots. Burst, high damage, weapon attack. I like that. That's going to be a thing I go for, I think. And we're back here again. Alright, Duelist. Swift as the wind. Antivan Crow Duelist specializes in dancing between blades, punishing enemies with devastating melee blows. Saboteur, explosives, and other contraptions. Bringing down targets. Alright, so we're going to be going for a crow. What's this? Exploding arrow. I can simultaneously perform a light and ranged attack? Okay. Jump attacks guarantee critical hits. Okay. Hurricane of blades. Okay. Let's go back and look at Antivan Crow. I don't really want to defend, but it's my way into the tree, unfortunately, so... Okay. My water bottle is right where the escape button is. Okay. Just quickly make sure the codices are things I've already read. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay.
So what is this artifact we're looking for, exactly?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
Nice to find ruins that haven't been picked clean.
Most people are too afraid to go this deep into Arlathan, except us veil jumpers.
With how wild the magic's been here, I don't blame them.
It's funny because I wore a lot
What
of the
was
Veil
this
Jumper
place?
armor in my last
Could've been
playthrough,
a
despite not
temple,
being
could've
one,
been where
because
they
I just
stored food.
I like the way it looked.
Judging by the sentinels,
So
It's
I
probably
may just end
something
up in
important.
all Veil Jumper armor again. So
Wow.
cool.
I've never seen anything like this.
wait, is this No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
Are we just supposed to jump across?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go! Easy.
Huh. That's a great trick.
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Attack warning.
Ready. Take it to him.
Out of arrows. You can run out of arrows? Boo.
They're at range.
So do they regenerate with time? The speed is very annoying. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, I do actually really like being rogue. Because I can still just run right up and hit stuff. But I get to do like fun spinny kicks while I do it. Although I do really miss drop kicking people off cliffs.
That's the last.
Well, that was a fun little use of Balara's motif for a second. But in like battle mode. Instead of fun quirky mode.
So, that ritual, the big one where the sky was ripping apart, you say that was Fen Harel? I mean, the real Fen Harel?
Yep.
That's what I've been told. But right now, he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilmain and Elgernon?
Mm-hmm. Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay?